The quarterfinal round continues here in 2022 Scotiabank Concacaf League. It's tonight from San Pedro Sula and Estadio Francisco Morazan. It's Real España playing host to Herediano. I'm Josh Eastern. Thanks so much for being with us. The third game to kick off in this quarterfinal stage. As we take a look at the pitch conditions, a warm evening, maybe a chance of rain, but it should be a good crowd on hand here for Real España's home leg in this first leg of this quarterfinal stage. We are in match number 11 there. And of course, is Herediano getting by Pacific in the round of 16. As for Real España, Quarterfinals was the team that they were able to knock off in the round of 16. So it's an opportunity for the winner of this quarterfinal tie to move on to the semifinals and also book their spot in Champions League. For the loser of this tie, though, still a chance if they are one of the two best losers in this round. So still a lot to play for in this one today. And it's interesting when you look at it from Herediano's perspective because they only scored one goal in that round of 16. It was the 1-0 away goal against Pacific. They ended up losing that second leg at home, but then in penalty kicks were able to get through the stingy Canadian outfit. So a lot of work to be done for Herediano today in this one, but there have been so many good Costa Rican versus Honduran affairs in this competition. So we might be in store for another one. So we mentioned it was Herediano getting by Pacific. As for Real España, it was a couple of 2-0 wins over another Costa Rican foe in Quarterfinals. And they are looking to build on that momentum from the last round, bring it in here today, and see what they can do moving into the second leg next week. That will be in Costa Rica. But so much for these two teams to play for. This will be the 15th match between a Honduran side and a Costa Rican side in this, the final edition of Scotiabank Concacaf League. Honduras does lead that series 7-5-2. So what we'll give here tonight, it is the first leg of the quarterfinal stage, and we will have lineups and first kick coming up soon from San Pedro Sula.
Damas y caballeros, demos la bienvenida al Real Club Deportivo España y al Club Espa&ntilde para el partido de esta noche de la Quarterfinals Liga Concacaf.
Building you up to first kick tonight from San Pedro Sula, Estadio, Francisco Morazan. As we take a look at tonight's starting lineups, we'll start with Real España and Hector Vargas, who makes 3 changes from the second leg of the round of 16. Junior Lacayo, along with Derrickson Vuelto and Myron Flores, are out of the 11 tonight. It's Bernardes, Garrido, and Reyes moving into the lineup. Jose Reyes does have 2 goals in this competition so far this year. There's a look at our officiating crew tonight, all from Mexico. And the man in the middle will be Fernando Guerrero. A big occasion for both of these teams tonight, trying to get off on the right foot and trying to move into that second leg with some momentum and potentially something tangible in terms of a lead. Should be a good atmosphere tonight. The crowd already bouncing there in the background there. Or the 2 captains you could see approaching, in Luis Lopez and Orlando Gallo. Lopez put together a fantastic performance last time out in that second leg against Cartagines. Many saves that kept Real España afloat. As Fernando Guerrero will be the man in the middle. Oscar Macias will be today's 4th official. And on the other side for Herediano and Hernan Medford, he also makes 3 changes from that second leg against Pacific. And it's Vargas, Salazar, and Rodriguez who come into the 11. It's Tejeda, Ruiz, and Francis who move out of the 11 tonight. Ruiz the only one of those 3 to make the bench. So that gets us set for first kick here tonight under floodlights, as we are ready to kick off this quarterfinal first leg. Already 2 first leg quarterfinals in the books, as Motagua and Tauro settled on a 0-0 draw, just going final. And then last night it was Alajuelense taking down Alianza by a 1-0. Still 2 more first legs to be completed tonight. And we have 90 minutes coming up from San Pedro Sula. Just waiting for the last of the players to come onto the field. It's Real España in red. It is Herediano in white. And we are underway tonight from San Pedro Sula. So glad you can be with us for this first leg quarterfinal. These teams have never faced off in this competition, but there is some history between these 2 teams. You have to go all the way back to 1987, 1989, and the Concacaf Champions Cup. Herediano does lead this series with 2 wins in those 2 games. It's safe to say Herediano coming in a bit better form than Real España when you look at the domestic league for Herediano. 8 wins, no losses, 2 draws to start their season. They're outscoring opponents by 25-7 in those 10 games. So they have been at the top of their game. And in a tournament such as this, where it's a bit more compressed than in previous years because of the World Cup later on, you really got to be in good form right from the get-go. See if that can carry you through. And remember, if it can at least carry you through these quarterfinals, you'll be playing in the beginning of, or the end of winter, beginning of spring in CONCACAF Champions League there in 2023. So no doubt plenty on the line for both of these teams tonight. Early time on the ball here for Real España. Trying to move this out wide into space. And they'll get it there. Flores, the cross, bouncing through. Chance at the back post. There was a bit of contact. Now the shot is blocked down. Still an opportunity. It's Reyes. And eventually this will run out of play. You saw that long switch of play by Real España. And able to find the service there from Franklin Flores. Roca let it run through, and there's an opportunity there then for Reyes to pick it up after Bernardes hit the surface. This is a bright start for this Real España side in the opening 2.5 minutes. Was a bit of contact. I think that's enough, though, to draw the whistle from the referee, especially at this early juncture. It's a Herediano side that has only scored 1 goal so far in this competition. It came all the way back in the first leg of the round of 16. They did not play in the preliminary round. That is different, though, to Real España. Took down Real Esteli by 3-1 on aggregate. Again, trying to find the run of the 26-year-old Franklin Flores, which is too far out of his reach. For this Real España side, some uncharted territory, to be fair. It's the farthest they have gone in this competition. They did reach the round of 16 in 2018. That's the year that Herediano took home the title. So it looked like Roca was in behind, but a whistle for a foul. It was Real España losing out to Tauro in 2018, 2-1 on aggregate. Just their second appearance in this competition. Comes in the last edition. Oh, there's some contact right at the edge of the area. And again, the referee right on top of it and waving it away. No whistle there. Kenneth Vargas went down. And now it's Reyes back the other way. It's cleared away. It'll be a throw-in. Maybe 2 slight appeals for penalties in the opening few minutes, as that's a nice ball rolled in behind, trying to square it. Soto there defensively, as Contreras tried to carry it out and was out of play. Contact again on the near side, but no whistle from the referee. See how much Herediano can put pressure on this Real España back line, more specifically Luis Lopez, who has already had to make 12 saves in this competition. He was able to post a clean sheet in 3 out of the 4 games that Real España has played in this competition this year. They have posted clean sheets. That defense has been tested, as it specifically was in that second leg at Cartagines. They were under some pressure from the very beginning in that one. Luis Lopez able to make some saves, and then some fortunate bounces of the ball, specifically with João Benavidez scoring that opening goal, and then the own goal as well, as there might be an opportunity there for Mejia. It's a good defensive play by Benavidez to get that out of harm's way. On the turn. Touchdown to play again. Another throw-in coming. There's Bernardes, who's one of those new players into the starting 11, coming off that second leg couple of weeks ago in Costa Rica. There's Hector Vargas, 63-year-old from Argentina. His first season as head coach. Very experienced, specifically in Honduras, Marathon, Olympia, Platense. It's his 9th different head coaching job since starting his coaching career in the 90s. As for Hernan Medford, who you see there at the bottom of your screen in the Herediano technical area, a former champion as head coach with Real España, winning the 2013 Honduran Apertura. For Medford, the 54-year-old from Costa Rica, back in familiar territory against a club where he's had success with, and now trying to take them down and potentially prevent them from a Champions League berth. Here's a shot deflecting through. In the end, it's taken by Esteban Alvarado, who again gets the starting goal after some penalty kick heroics in the second leg against Pacific. Referee trying to play advantage, and now we'll stop play. Ray is just flipping the heels of Ariel Soto. To play this into space. Contreras making the run, trying to clip that up and over the goalkeeper. And now this will deflect into Luis Lopez's arms. Early warning signs there for Real España. Carlos Mejia got back defensively, maybe just put Contreras off enough. Got a deflection on it, and then that shot from a tough angle, spinning right into Lopez's arms. Benavidez, and Mejia will play this back. Here's Montes. Contact and another foul. Nice atmosphere tonight in Estadio Francisco Morazan. Herediano trying to come in here and find something out of this opening leg that can carry into next week. So one more game to come tonight to close out the first legs in this quarterfinal stage. Herediano hosting Olympia. This is floated forward. Nobody there for Real España. Mejia all over the field early on. And nothing doing for Herediano. Another foul there with Roca going down. An important player for this Real España side. Leading goal scorer for Argentines who have played in this competition with 4 goals. He scored 3 of those 4 in this year's competition. The overlapping run on the far side, the cross coming in. Herediano able to deal with this and get it out of harm's way here as they look to play out. Gonna find some space there right through the middle. Keisher Fuller bringing it forward. Trying to usher this back to Lopez. It didn't quite get to him. He had to sprawl out for that. Took a bit of punishment there as he remains down. It was Kenneth Vargas who was making that run in behind, and it wasn't quite as straightforward as Real España wanted that to be. Kevin Alvarez nearly got himself into some trouble and forces goalkeeper into some early action. Another look at it here. Lopez diving in, may have gotten poked in the eye there. He's still being tended to. Hernan Medford looking on. Prolonged stoppage here. Michael Perejo is the goalkeeper on the bench if Lopez can't continue. He's now sitting back up. No doubt doing everything they can to try to have Lopez continue on. Another look at it here. See if we can diagnose. It looked like he might have gotten kicked there in the side of the head or even in the eye, as he knew it right away. Good to see Lopez back on his feet here. Is he fit enough to continue on? Otherwise, they'll be calling on Michael Perejo. Looks like more medical attention now as Junior's putting on those gloves. Now waiting game here. It's Lopez, who has played every minute so far in goal in this competition this year for Real España, and he is ready to continue on. So after a long stoppage, get play back underway. Still no score, 18 minutes gone, and now we know there will be a decent amount of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Montez rolling this out wide. Franklin Flores for Benavidez. His cross blocked down. Mejia keeps it in. Benavidez on the turn. Just kind of muscled off of it. It was Jefferson Brenes to win it back for Herediano. Now Contreras feeling contact from behind. And drawing the whistle there from the referee. So Montez, they're coming up from behind. Is there something here for Real España? Just trying to hold play up. We'll find Benavidez again on the near side. Finding space in fields. Give and go with Mejia, and didn't work out in the end. It's rolled in behind, and a chance now for Herediano to look in field. Plenty of runners in the box. Cut back towards the top of the area. Looking for Fuller, who is cutting in from his right back position. Couldn't get the shot away. Now it's Real España charging back the other way. Some contact there, or maybe not. It's Franklin Flores who was told to get back to his feet. And the referee says no more of that. Let's see if there was any sort of contact. Hard to tell. And again, Lopez is down, needing more medical attention. The Honduran international, #1 goalkeeper, 51 caps. That was a tough World Cup qualifying cycle for Honduras and the World Cup this fall. Lopez was in goal for many of those games, including Nations League just last year in Denver. And here's another look at it. Just kind of got kicked in the side of the head. Hard to tell if he made contact with his eye. See if Michael Pareo will be called upon here. The last thing Lopez wants is to have to come off, but at a certain point, you got to get the game moving. There is Pareo starting to warm up, the 24-year-old. He's not played in a Concacaf League or Champions League match in his career. This would be a debut in this competition. Does have some experience with the under-23s, made one appearance in the Tokyo Olympics just last year. Lopez making the walk here with the trainers, and I think that tells you everything you need to be told there as he takes his gloves off. And there was the sign that a sub will be needed, so it will be a debut in this competition for Michael Pareo. That's no doubt a big loss for Real España. Lopez played a big part in that second leg victory. Something just not quite right there with Lopez. His night is over, and a goalkeeper change here for Real España as their first sub officially coming in the 24th minute. The crowd chanting his name. Just 20 pro appearances in his career, all of those coming with Real España. Made 9 appearances last year, has made 3 starts though in this domestic season already. He has gotten the start in the last 2 domestic league matches for Real España, including the 3-1 loss last time out against Olancho. So we'll see how Pareo influences the rest of this one today, and whether Lopez will be fit enough to get back on the field for next week's second leg in Costa Rica. Flores, sound of play, it's a throw-in. 25 minutes gone, and many of those minutes, injury minutes that I'm sure will be added on at the end of this first half. Because of those injury stoppages, it's been tough for either of these teams to really get into a flow tonight. Couple of opportunities to test each opposition goalkeeper, but nothing all too tangible as of yet. Still no registered shots. A little bit more of the ball for the home side. Here's Flores. Mejia, still coming in field, going to ground. Herediano able to take this off of Mejia. Vargas trying to split the double team. He was brought down, but no whistle, and play continues on. Here's Reyes and Benavidez. Pass off the mark, and maybe a chance for Herediano to get out. It's a foul that stops the counterattack. A free kick for Herediano. Another whistle as Mejia was brought down. He's been all over the field tonight for Real España. Flores just running out of real estate down the near side. Goose egg in both columns of the shot statistics so far. Contreras trying to run at this back line. Garcia putting the challenge in and no whistle. And then it was Garcia losing his balance. It's all the way to the end line. What's the decision here? It will be a corner kick. First corner kick of the match for either side, and still a player down for Herediano. Contreras feeling the pressure there from both sides. He is still down. Now ready for the corner kick. Jefferson Brenes, the in-swinger, and that's the first intervention from Michael Pareo tonight. Roca trying to get a touch on it. And now maybe some space down the right for Real España to run into. Herediano getting bodies back. Reyes on the turn. Still Reyes. Trying to bring this through. Reyes pushed aside. Maybe a bit fortunate with how that ball bounced, but he'll take it, and it's now a corner kick for Real España. A couple of goals already for Jose Reyes in this year's CONCACAF League. Trying to add on to it. Forced Esteban Alvarado into a save just past the half-hour mark. He and Brenes locking arms there in the 6-yard box. It's Real España ready to serve this in. It'll be an outswinger. Heads go up, still an opportunity, and now it runs out of play. Just couldn't quite bring that in the end. Look at the other corner kick back the other way, and Pareo able to push that aside. First time he's been called into action, and then this last run by Jose Reyes, little give and go, and just didn't quite get the purchase on the shot he was looking for. Trying to hold play up is Carlos Bernardes. He's brought down, and it's a free kick. I have to say it's Real España who've been trying to dictate how this game is being played, being the home side in this first leg. That's what you'd expect. Get on the ball and force the game. Herediano a bit more content to play on the counterattack. Benavidez and Mejia. On the turn, it's Mejia. Benavidez will try his luck. And nothing for Esteban Alvarado to worry about. Maybe a chance to slip in Mejia there, but went for glory himself. And Reyes nearly beat Alvarado a few moments ago as well. Salazar throw it back in, making his CONCACAF League debut in the 2022 edition. As this will be whistled, and it will be a foul. Hernan Medford looking on. He will know that Herediano advanced every time they've won the first leg of a knockout series. 5-0-1 in first legs. This is the first time that they have been in a quarterfinal, Herediano, since 2018, which is the year they hoisted the trophy at the end. As Bernardes latches onto this, tries to turn the corner, feels the contact, goes down. This is just outside the area, and it is a free kick for Real España. Bernardes, another one of those players that didn't start in the second leg of the round of 16 against Cartagena, but is making his presence felt here tonight. The Belize international. And now a chance to test Esteban Alvarado once again. It's a two-man wall just protecting that near post. Reyes and Benavidez. This will be Benavidez to serve. The heads go up and it's just wide. The man who drew the foul nearly putting it into the corner. A free header, that is one he will want back. Brilliant service in just over that two-man wall. And Alvarado knows he may have been beaten had that been on target. And now three pretty solid attempts for Real España. After a slow start both ways, it's fair to say. Reyes sliding this forward. Roca was just in an offside position. Good discipline by that Herediano back line to hold that line. Another look at the header. It wasn't too far away. Esteban Alvarado's a hero in that penalty kick shootout against Pacific in the round of 16. Got his hands to a couple of penalties and eventually made a big save towards the end of that shootout that preserved advancement for Herediano. Bouncing towards the end line. This is swept clear. Bernardez, the outlet man. He does well to hold play up and keep possession until another white shirt came over. Flores does enough to earn a throw-in. Another whistle with Roca going down. Oh, look at this ball. Back foot. Pareo just has to take it on the volley. Did actually very well. We're coming in for Luis Lopez after came off due to injury. .40 minutes gone, nearing halftime. Big number of stoppage time expected. Montez looking to play this in behind. It's Flores! And Alvarado just able to stop that cross. Danger men lurking for Real España. That was tight, whether it would have been offside or not. Looked like the flag did stay down. And Flores just kind of scuffed his cross there right into the turf. And yet Real España right back on the ball. Benavidez. The cross fizzled in. Alvarez watches this fly out of play. A positive play here in this first half from Real España. Slow start from both sides and still no shots for the away side tonight in Herediano. Eventually, the AR waves the flag. And another free kick for Real España deep in their defensive half. I'd like to put this back in play quickly. Here's Mejia. Now Benavidez, who was wearing that captain's armband. He was crunched, and then he pulls down an Herediano player. Brenes. He was just holding on for dear life there. Did not want to let Jefferson Brenes progress forward. Get pulled along for the ride there, but Brenes couldn't get free. Here's Gerson Torres. Curling this in. Deflecting just over the bar. Pareo able to watch that out of play. Good ball in by Torres. It has to be said, it's a bit of a fortunate deflection there from a Real España perspective. Basulto just kind of fell right to his foot. Didn't really know what hit him. And now Benavidez. Get all this space in the middle. And he'll look for Ramiro Roca, who's trying to go for the chip, and this is out of play. You know, the only option there is that brought him pretty wide in that position. Again, Flores bursting up this left side. Mejia. Garcia going for the long ball over the top. Able to win a second ball, and here's Ramiro Roca. Moves this out wide. Alvarez, the cross coming in. Mejia having to chase this down. The opposite number 28, Gerson Torres, collects it for Herediano. As we're into 6 minutes of stoppage time. Expected a big number. That's pretty big, at least for a first half. Nobody there on the end of that cross coming in. Alvarado let this roll out of play. España able to get back on this, and what can they make of it at the end of this first 45 minutes? Still no shots for Herediano tonight. Flores coming in from behind, but it's a throw into Herediano. Slip this in behind. Torres looking to bring it centrally. And now a chance for Real España to look upfield as Garcia continues his run, but now he's out of position. But luckily Real España able to win that right back. A little bit of contact there in the middle, and now the referee blows the whistle. We'll have to bring it back to the original spot of the foul. Not a whole lot of contact in that, to be fair, but he's felt it and went down. Here's Benavidez. Reyes letting this run. His cross didn't really get him anywhere as we're midway through the minimum of 6 minutes. Contreras. Herediano side that has normally been full of goals. We mentioned they've been outscoring their opponents 25-7 in the domestic league. They're coming off a 5-0 win over Guadalupe. Vargas scoring 2 goals in that game to go along with Salazar, Torres, and Brenes getting on the score sheet. And it's come to this competition and it's been a struggle. Well, that goal they did score against Pacific, the first leg of the round of 16, did come very late on. It was Jefferson Brenes to score it. He's the only one who scored a goal so far in CONCACAF League for Herediano. Flicked along. Roca, his first touch let him down a bit. Still an opportunity. Gonna take a deflection out wide. Reyes asking for it. Won't get it, but still another good opportunity. And Roca probably a bit disappointed with that initial touch, but Reyes still able to get a good look away at goal. The 5th shot of this first half. Again lofted forward, looking for Bernardez, but the flag is up for offside. I'm sure back to the drawing board at halftime for both managers, although if you're Hector Vargas for Real España, you have to be decently pleased with how things have gone, just aside from losing Luis Lopez due to injury. 5 shots, nothing for Herediano. And looks like that is the end of this first 45 minutes. So nothing to split these two sides after this first half. Esteban Alvarado's been forced into a few saves. Real España have been on the front foot, but Herediano still right in this one, as neither team has found a goal. It's halftime here from San Pedro Sula. It's Real España 0, Herediano 0. 45 minutes of action here from San Pedro Sula, Honduras, in Estadio Francisco Morazan. I'm Josh Eastern, glad to be back with you for this second half. 45 more minutes to go in this first leg, quarterfinal, 2022 Scotiabank Concacaf League. If you really want to break it up into 4 quarters, it means we're in the second quarter of this one, with the final 2 quarters to be played next week in Costa Rica. Still a lot to be decided here before we get to that. And will there be a goal from either side to potentially give that side the advantage going into next week's second leg? Just awaiting the whistle from Fernando Guerrero. No changes to the teams that exited the field at the end of the first half. The only sub coming early on in the first half, Michael Pareo coming on to replace Luis Lopez. There's the whistle, and away we go. It's 45 more minutes tonight from San Pedro Sula. And from a Real España perspective, hoping that we can carry some of that momentum from the end of the first half into this second half. As for Herediano, just still looking for that first shot. Long ball over the top, brought down by Bernardez. Racing away towards the corner. Can't quite make the turn, but does get back on the ball. And it's Jose Reyes. His cross, couldn't find Roca there at the back post. It is out of play, and it is a throw-in. Alvarez, it's blocked down. Mejia stepping in the way, and at the end it looked like he may have slipped over the ball, and also maybe got some of the player in the process. Free kick to Herediano. It's turned over. Reyes throws the brakes on and turns infield. Now it's Bernardez who tries to let this run through. In the end, his touch puts it into the arms of Esteban Alvarado. Foul on the near side, and beginning of this second half, following a similar trend to the first half. A lot of fouls, a whole lot of flow. Herediano may not be displeased with how that is playing out. These are the opportunities that I'm sure they'll look for. Lofted over the top. It'll run all the way through for Pareo. Real Real España perspective, no doubt, trying to push and find that opening goal. Not wanting to either one, be at a deficit or even tied, taking advantage into next week's second leg would be a big thing for Real España if they can get it, and now they'll have a free kick just outside the area. Again, it's Benavidez and Reyes who stand around this. It's a three-man wall for Herediano. It might favor the left foot here of Reyes. Benavidez will run by it. It's Jose Reyes who tries to go low. There was nobody laying underneath the wall that we've seen across soccer the last few years. Kind of a new trend, but tried something different, didn't quite come off. And now Mejia lifts this in, and it's Alvarado's to claim. Rodriguez back for Vargas, and his cross also claimed by Pereiro. That's really been the extent of Herediano's danger tonight. A couple of crosses and a couple of interventions by both goalkeepers, Lopez and Pereiro. Still not a registered shot. Play this down the wing once again. And it was Flores stepping in and clearing it away. And the referee content to let play continue, and now we'll bring it back. The foul was going to be against Herediano. Tried to play advantage and quite come to be as the referee thought. Reyes for Alvarez. And the return ball, Reyes. Eventually just a bit too much there for the referee's liking. Almost Mejia with the foul, though he may have been hit across the head as well. Garrido may be able to spring Benavidez free. João Benavidez all the way into the area. It looked like he was being pulled back. But in the end, just good defense from Herediano. Fuller. Crowd starting to get a bit frustrated, you can hear in the background. And here comes Herediano now right through the middle. There will be the first sub of the game coming for Herediano. It's John Ruiz, the 28-year-old who did start the last game in this competition back in the round of 16. He will replace Kenneth Vargas. So it's Ruiz to check in. A very experienced player who has played all across the world. France, Belgium, Serbia, Saudi Arabia, and Israel. His 4th season here with Herediano, making his 5th appearance in Concacaf League. No goals for Ruiz either. Maybe he can change that in the second half. Shot from distance. That's the first one of the game, and really nothing to test Michael Pereo. Found himself in that pocket of space, did Gerson Torres. Thought why not, but he was nowhere near the frame of goal. There will be Mason Mejia also coming on. This one for Real España, it's Jose Reyes checking out. For Mejia, the 24-year-old, just his 2nd appearance in CONCACAF League, and Jose Reyes had a couple of good opportunities in that first half, but not able to beat Esteban Alvarado. It's been tough for really anybody in this competition so far. Just the 1 goal they've conceded. The second leg to Pacific. Now it's a set-piece opportunity, and with Reyes on the bench, this will be all João Benavidez now. Benavidez curling this in, and again the heads go up, but the header is out of play. May have been the big center back, Devran Garcia, to get up for it. It was indeed Garcia. Just mistiming that. Mejia. And Benavidez gets this upfield for Bernardes. Just in behind Basulto, and then a crunching challenge comes in from Ariel Soto. Mejia lifts the cross in. Was met there just towards the top of the area, and that's the substitute, Mason Mejia. Benavidez didn't quite come off as he intended. Herediano really having trouble just getting out of their own half at the moment. And it was nearly Hector Vargas who got taken out there by Orlando Gallo sliding in. Shot from distance, Gallo lining this up. And nothing there for Pereo to worry about. Another look at this. Gallo nearly got Hector Vargas there in the technical area. All of that possession for Real España, and yet nothing to show for it. It is a foul and a free kick here for Real España. Been able to put in some pretty dangerous set pieces, and they'll have another opportunity here. And both jostling there for position, but the referee awarding this free kick to the home side. Ian Benavidez standing around this. This will be Mejia whipping this in. It forces Alvarado into a dive to punch this away. Mejia again all the way to the back post. This was last touched by Herediano. It's another corner kick. Jason Mejia rushes over to take it. Mejia to serve. This just glances right out of play off the head of Montes. That sort of angle, really good ball in. And here's the next sub for Real España. And this will be the last sub of the game for Real España, as Pedro Baez comes on to replace Carlos Bernardes. I guess the 25-year-olds. His first season with Real España after coming over from Antigua in Guatemala. It's interesting how Hector Vargas decided to use the substitutions tonight. 3 windows and 1 sub in each of those windows. Of course, the first one was the goalkeeper back in the first half. Mejia and Baez coming on here in the second. But here's Alvarez lifting this in. The header to try to come back centrally. Another chance here, and it's smashed home. And it's one of those substitutes. Jason Mejia opens the scoring. Real España leads. Just a knockdown second ball that Real España was able to get on the end of. But all of that pressure finally paying off. The initial ball coming in. Unfortunate deflection there off of Quetzal Montes, right to the foot of Jason Mejia. And he was not missing from that sort of distance. Just hit it as hard as he could. Alvarado could not keep it out. And Hector Vargas applauds his side. The 9th shot of this game turns in to the opening goal of this quarterfinal. And this is the 3rd game of this competition for Herediano. They don't have a negative goal difference. And remember, if you don't win this quarterfinal tie, it's the 2 best losers, if you will. And that takes into account the form you're in the round of 16 as well. As this comes in, and it's immediately headed clear. So each game not only means a lot within each tie, but also in the grand scheme of things, if you're not able to progress through, you still have an opportunity to get into Champions League. Herediano just trying to get back in this one now. They are under more pressure here, and it's Baez turning. Couldn't keep it in play. And now it looks like the flag goes up from the AR. Sure, Fuller was asking for it, and he'll get it for a handball. And it's now a free kick for Herediano. Torres lifting this in. It's Pareo. Straightforward catch there. Calmly able to bring that into his grasp. We said this was the 15th match between Honduran and Costa Rican opposition. Honduras leads that series, 7 wins, 5 losses, couple of draws as well. Mejia. Garrido. Herediano just looking for something now. An away goal would do them wonders. It's tough for them to even get past midfield at times. Mejia scores! Smashes it into the corner! And Real España, they lead 2-0. They're in dreamland at home. All Hernan Medford can do is shake his head. Carlos Mejia, he's been all over the field tonight. He found some space, little swim move to find it, and then smashes it into that corner. The placement on that goal is perfection. And a massive goal for the home side tonight, and a bigger hole now for Herediano to climb out of. And a couple of alterations now coming. Kennedy Rocha will be coming on. It's Gerson Torres making way. The other player coming on will be Douglas Lopez, replacing Jefferson Brenes. If you're an attacking player for Herediano tonight, It has been a quiet night. For a team in Herediano that has been flying in their domestic league, 8 wins, 2 draws, outscoring opponents 25-7. And as for Real España, they've been just kind of an average team, to be fair. 3 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws. Currently 9 points off of first place in their domestic league here in Honduras. Right now, it looks like those 2 numbers could be flipped. Real España has come out ready to go tonight. For Carlos Mejia, we should mention that's his first goal for Real España, his 3rd season with the club. Just over 50 appearances, that being his first tally, and he took that very well. Roca also feeling some contact from Soto from behind. Free kick upcoming. João Benavidez ready to serve this in. The headers bouncing through and eventually taken there by Esteban Alvarado. Benavidez looking for options. Another ball thrown onto the field as play continues on. It's a chance for Lopez. Now it's Contreras. Anthony Contreras off the crossbar. Well, you can't fault him for taking that one. He worked to find the space, and he wasn't far away. That's the closest Herediano has been tonight. Got it onto that right foot, but right off the top side of the crossbar. Now this game really starts to come to life. Under 20 minutes to go. Herediano just trying to pull one back now. They know they will have a big task ahead of them next week. This is the same scoreline that Real España took down Cartagines twice in the round of 16. They hope to do it again here tonight. That would also be a 4th clean sheet out of 5 games for Real España, as they look to be a real threat in this competition at the moment. Herediano, of course, will have their say at home next week. But off to a great start. It's usually a differing opinion whether you want to play that first leg at home, as this is one back. We'll get back to that in a moment. Fuller plays it in field. Back for Kaysher Fuller, and it's in! Herediano pulled one back. They have not been full of chances tonight, but Fuller comes forward and scores the opener for Herediano. There is life in the tie once again. A bit of an awkward play, but losing it in a tough position there. Fuller, just a little give and go. It was a failed clearance there off the line by Franklin Flores, just missing out. It does look like it was Fuller to get the touch on it. And all of a sudden, it's game on. A team that has not had many opportunities tonight. They finally are able to find one there. Their fourth shot is their first goal. It is safe to say they have been played off the field at times tonight, but they have stuck with it. And the substitutions by Hernan Medford proving vital. Might there be more in this though for Real España? It's Mejia, scorer of the first goal tonight. Just able to keep this in play. He was cut down. Free kick, Real España. But for Fuller, it's his just second goal for the club in all competitions. His only other one came back in the 2018-19 season. His first goal in a Concacaf competition. Mejia and Benavidez stand around this. This will be the captain, João Benavidez, curling this in. There was a header at the near post. A tough angle to get that flick and beat Alvarado. As we're into the final 15 minutes now. Here, Real España, now you don't want all that hard work in those 70 minutes to be wiped away by conceding 2 goals late on. Herediano have no problem spoiling the party, and they look like they're back at it again. High lofted cross in, looking for Ruiz. Here's Roca. Romeo Roca able to hold play up and keep possession. Baez, pass blocked down. It'll be a throw-in. Crowd has been into it all night long. Just over 2,000 fans in attendance tonight. And they have been loud. Long throw in. It's flicked along and cleared away. Rodriguez. Doing for Herediano. Well, España just trying to gain some control back on this game. Bouncing forward, and it was Mejia who made it a bit awkward there for Alvarado, who now has to get rid of it. Alvarado will let this run out of play. Veteran move there by a very experienced goalkeeper. And he nearly got himself into some trouble there. And it is Carlos Mejia who is down still. Trying to clear it initially. The ball just not quite in his grasp, and he said, all right, I'll just concede the throw-in. He is back up. Another long throw in. Chance here, it's Roca! Back amongst the goals for Real España. And they do have an answer to Herediano. It's 3 goals for the home side and another 2-goal advantage restored. The long throw in, just bouncing around. Not able to get this clear. The ball never hit the ground until it was nestling in the back of the net. A great run of play there from Real España. And that 2-goal advantage is restored. It's another goal for Emil Roca, as there will be a sub coming. For Herediano, it's Arturo Campos. He will replace Anthony Contreras. That is the last sub of the night for Herediano. Coming into the night, it was Roca in a 4-way tie for the most goals in this year's competition with 3. And he has now just made it 4. Shot from distance, and nothing there for Pareo. There hasn't been much in this tonight for Emil Roca, but he is stuck with it. The 33-year-old. It's his 5th goal in this competition in his career, and his 4th in this year's competition. And he is the man of the moment. What is not to love tonight if you're wearing the colors of Real España? A little no-look pass in there as well. To the crowd's delight. 8 minutes to go before we reach halftime of this 2-leg tie. Everybody then will reconvene next week. It's through for Alvarado. Is there another response here from Herediano? 1 away goal. There's no doubt that will help them going into next week. If they can grab a second, that would really be the cherry on top, even though they'd still be chasing 1 goal next week. This is out of play. It's a corner kick coming. The second corner kick of the night for Herediano. It's Ruiz to take. Towards the top of the area, and it's Fuller. A lone goal scored tonight. Back for Fuller. In a tough spot there. Here's Ruiz. He gets it away. I think there was a little bit of a tug of a jersey there. And O'Gallo trying to go quickly from a Herediano perspective. Fuller. Ruiz. Gallo. And that will stay in the stadium. Torreo content to take some time here. And Carlos Mejia is the one down. Here's Garcia. Alvarez. Baez. Somehow he brought that down and got a shot away. Just a lofted ball forward. Baez did just enough. The angle was nearly impossible. Rocha's brought down. Free kick to Herediano. Just clipping his heels. Ruiz standing over it. Can Herediano pull another one back? All 4 goals scored in this second half. Ruiz curling it in. It's out for a goal kick. Moves this one to it, Arturo Campos. That's yet another foul, and this time Real España can take its time. Still one more game to kick off tonight. Herediano of Nicaragua hosting Concacaf Giants of Olympia. And then next week, the second legs continue. Tuesday, Wednesday, and a couple on Thursday. Is this a chance to take a shot? Benavidez might have some ideas here. Benavidez bouncing towards goal. The rebound is wide. Well, put enough pace on it, and it was dipping right in front of Alvarado. But parried it right into the path of Baez, whose shot was scuffed right into the ground. He catches that clean. You have to think it's a 4th. And with still 90 minutes to come next week on the road, can't have enough goals here tonight. Could that be a moment they look back on next week? Here's Fuller. Trying to split the double team. Got through, but couldn't get on the end of it. As Mejia is cut down again. He's taking some punishment tonight. Still no yellow cards issued. Rocha is just clipped. And now some pushing and shoving, and the referee right in the middle of it here. As we get into 4 minutes of stoppage time, it looked like Herediano trying to take that quick. We've gotten through 90 minutes with no yellow cards. Hard to imagine we escape this one now. There was the push on Lopez. Lopez and Montez becoming friends tonight. And all is good that ends well. Keisha Fuller is the closest to it here. Lofted in. Gallo just lost his balance, much to the delight of the home fans. Mejia's brought down. It's a free kick. Will there be anything else here? Doesn't look like it. Mejia couldn't collect it. We're midway through the minimum of 4 minutes. Real España will get Myron Flores back, who was missing this game. The red card he picked up last game against Cartagines. You wonder when the likes of Yeltsin Tejeda and Waylon Francis could be back for Herediano. Two very experienced players, no doubt, increase the quality of this Herediano side. He finds himself on the surface again. He's taken some punishment tonight. And he does have a goal to show for it. Mejia. Now it's Baez. Might be the worst idea just to go into the corner. That ball did stay in play. This is a last chance for Herediano. Rocha running after it. And that's a handball. And that might take us to our conclusion. And the crowd can start to sense it. What a display tonight for Real España. And there is the final whistle. A statement 90 minutes from Real España. at the hands of Herediano. All 3 goals for Real España in this second half. The same can be said for Herediano. They pulled one back. They do have a crucial away goal going into the second leg next week. But it's Real España in full command after the first leg here in Honduras. After 90 minutes in San Pedro Sula, with still 90 minutes to come next week. It finishes Real España 3, Herediano 1.